Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're having a delightful day. My name is Dee, and today we are gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna delve into the lair of the Reaper Queen. Now we actually have a really nice spot set up for this, and if you don't know about it, this is gonna make taming a Reaper and killing them a lot easier. What we're gonna do is head down to roughly this area at about 63 by 72, and I'm going to show you a spot where Reapers constantly spawn, so you can get your own. We're going to head down with both of these, one at a time, and I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to kill and tame a Reaper without a trap. Now, the Aberrant Facilosuchus is more desirable for this, as they do not in fact take radiation damage. However, as you can see, I haven't quite put many points into this one yet. It's my first one. Hopefully you got to see our tame of it in one of our first videos. Now this one does not have an imprint bonus, so it's not going to be quite as good, but it should still get the job done. Over here we have another one of our Facilosuchus, which I have put points into. It's got over 30k health, 2.5k stamina, really good there, okay weight, and some pretty good melee. So this one does in fact have the imprint bonus, and it's one of the ones that I hatched from Scorched Earth. Now the problem with this one is it is still going to take radiation damage without the mushroom suit. But we are actually not going to be delving too deep into the red zone to do this, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now a couple things you're going to want to make sure you have with you is a light pet. We have one here on the shoulder. Yes, it is burning, but it is okay. The other thing you're going to want to bring is hazmat. I would bring 2 sets just in case. But we're actually going to not be in the red zone too much. We're just going to be pulling it from the edge of the red into the blue. Some of the other items that I do bring is a pump action shotgun. I got this little guy here over on the center and does really nice. We always want to keep a few rounds on us. And I do like to bring a charge lantern. I'm going to get this one charged up in time and get it ready to go just in case. It's always nice to have in case something does happen to your light pet, and it actually lasts pretty long per charge, so it is something I do recommend taking if you are going to the red zone. For starters, we're going to be taking the Aberrant Facilosuchus. I just want to show a good baseline of what this thing can do before we hop over to a nice imprinted one. So I will see you there. I'm going to make a little bit of a pit stop, but I want to show you just how awesome this guy is. We do have a level 50 Karkinos here, so I'm going to give a little showcase and show you why I love this guy for killing alphas. Clear the area a little bit. Alright, let's do this. He does do a jump from out of the ground, which can do some pretty good attacks, but what we really want to focus on is his sandstorm attack. Now this does stun the enemy while this happens. They can still attack some, but they're not going to be moving all around, which is nice. But keep an eye on his health real quick, and you can see why I love using this guy for killing alphas. 25k in one hit. Let's get these little guys out of here. We can actually blind the enemy so that we can, if your stamina happens to be too low for the attack, and give you a couple seconds to recharge. So now that we're recharged, let's do it to it. Okay, again, we have the build up. Now it's not going to be the exact same 25k damage, but rather it's a percentage of the creature's health. So that's why maybe for smaller stuff it's not the best to kill or to use this guy to kill, but I mean it can still do it. These guys really shine with stuff that's higher level. So yeah, roughly we're taking about half their health with each of these attacks. So yeah, we got him blinded again. He's gonna go and do what he wants for a minute. Watch, he'll probably go kill something. As you saw, this guy does not mess around. We do actually do increased damage up to a point with his bites, so that is really nice. We're kind of stuck under him. There we go. Alright, we're going to try to get him back on land because we cannot do the sandstorm attack in the water. Our stamina should be fine. After this attack, we should be able to just nom him to death with our basic attack. Sit back and enjoy the ride. There we go, 5k health. So yeah, and this, remember, these are also the stats for a non-imprinted, you know, it was a 145 when I tamed it, but still, I'm very happy with how it does, and our life is still holding up really well, and we're done. Simple as that. They're not bad at harvesting organic polymer, in my opinion. This one didn't give quite as much as it normally does. I usually get about 200 per. Now, it's probably not as good as the bear or something like that, or using a chainsaw, but still not bad. Got the alpha Karkinos claw and an aberrant helm skin. Nice. Unless we have any more interruptions, I will see y'all at the edge of the red zone. Okay guys, here we are. We are at the edge of the red. Our coordinates, if you'd like to take a look, are roughly 60 by 72. So, and there's a little clear, well, a little nook over here that we can kind of get in. So for this part, I actually really like to turn off the harvesting, just because I don't want to get weighed down with flint while we're doing this. So we have our light pet. We're at the edge of the red. We've got our hazmat suit. Looks good. Okay, I think we're ready to do this. Let's go fishing for reapers. I'm gonna try to avoid the rock drake. All the other stuff should leave us alone. Need to turn that off so we don't get any seekers. Oh, there's a shiny right there. All right, we got our first reaper. 30, not terrible. Definitely going to be good for showing you how this is done. Now, this is on our aberrant one, so it is not taking any radiation damage while we do this. You still coming? Oh, yeah. It is still right on our tail. All right, so our stamina's a little low, so we're going to come up here. I gotta get this back on. Get all those nameless out of the way. So remember, what we can do while we're doing this is we can blind it for a minute. Keep it out of the way. Alright, let's do it to it. Make sure our light is in fact back on. I hate getting pushed around. Okay, we got our build up. Our immobilization. And this kind of looks crazy in here. Let's see that damage. Look at that. Look how much damage we did. That is insane. We have it down over half. Remember, we can tail whip. We need to get some stamina up. I didn't do it. Did it for the seeker, but that's okay. Now, if you want to see something really interesting, we're going to turn off our light. Do you think this will have the same effect with our light off? Let's find out. It killed some stuff, so its health went up a little bit. So in theory, we'll be doing a lot less damage, but I want to know exactly what's going to happen. All right, we got this. We got a buildup of nameless too, which is to be expected. Wow. So you still do the percentage to the Reaper with or without your light on. Does knock us around a lot less when we're underground. These seekers, man. See if we can pull it a little further back. There we go. Alright, now I think we're finally seekerless. Give me a minute, dude. We got nameless. We'll get rid of those guys. Here we go. Alright, stam is still good. Let's hit it again. Here we go. Not taking much damage. And once it gets far enough down, it can't really do anything to us, thankfully. How are we gonna do? Nice. So nice. These seekers are so annoying. Dude, go away. Go away. Alright. Clap on. Let's get our stamina up again. Now, it does keep eating things, so that's going to be a problem for us. You really want to try to keep your Reaper from eating stuff, or they're just going to heal over and over and over again. But yeah, I did say this would be the easiest, or, you know, one of the easier ways. I find it not too bad, personally. But I do hope this does help you. If you enjoy our sandstorm shenanigans, please be sure to give a like or comment, or if you feel inclined, maybe a subscribe. But yeah, I just love watching these damage numbers go down. Come on, dude. Got a few seconds. Now remember, this one is also our unimprinted one. So it has no imprints. But next we will be showing an imprinted one, so I'm pretty stoked to see how that one does. Whee! Sorry, I don't want to make anyone too dizzy. And About half will be about 6K, so I think we'll do maybe 7, 8. Nice. This guy just does amazing. And I don't know, might not be too worth it to try to do the sandstorm for the last few thousand, which is why I usually bring the shotgun. Helps finish it off fairly quick. And there you go. So we lost a little bit of life. Not bad. Still pretty nice stats. And I don't know, personally that wasn't too much of a headache for me. It was just kind of a, oh come on, stop eating things. Hopefully you found this a little helpful. Let us go and get the other guy, and I'd really love to show you an imprinted one, so bear with me and I will be right back. So a couple other nice things about the Fasciolus. The Megalosaurus will leave you alone. Pretty much mostly any big carnivores other than the Karkinos and the Spino will leave you alone. So I guess that's more mid-range. Berries don't really care about us. Ravagers don't care. Yeelings don't care. That's also a nice feature. The only real downfall that I can see is that it turns any stone into flint. Regardless of if we run through crystal, actual metal nodes, none of that, it's still gonna be flint. And it would be nice too if it had a flint reduction, but it does not. If you're in need of a large quantity of flint, then this is definitely your guy. Otherwise, I wouldn't really use it for much resource gathering. Okay guys, we are back in that same spot. We are getting ready to go, and there are again seekers after us, but let's show you what this guy can do when imprinted. We've got a Reaper. Only a level 15, but it will get the job done. Let's lure it back up here. And as you can see, we're still really close to the blue zone, so this is a nice little way that if you don't want to, or if you want to make sure you don't actually accidentally destroy your hazmat gear or have the fight a little less, you know, strenuous on your psyche, then this is definitely the way to do it. We can turn our light back on. So this guy has a bit more stamina, so we don't have to really wait quite as long, which is nice. Got a nice build up. Let's see those damage numbers. Come on, come on. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? That is phenomenal. 30K in one hit. Let's try to get these guys out of the way before it can heal. Did it heal? A little bit, yeah. But the Seeker's gone. Here we go again. Round 2. Fight! The cool thing with this is that for the Fasciolus, you really want to focus on its health and its stamina. Yes, you still should put some points into melee, but its damage during the sandstorm actually has no effect based on your melee. It is completely based on a percentage of the creature's health, which is really why I dubbed this guy the Alpha and Reaper or Large Dino Killer. So things like Rexes, Gigas, any of that I would take this guy with. If you want some better regular bite attacks, then yes, definitely put some into melee. But if you leave that for later, that's not really a huge deal, depending on how you fight. These guys can also be incredibly helpful when actually taming a Reaper as well. As you can see, we can get this guy pretty low on health and then use either the shotgun or something to get it down the last little bit before the Reaper attacks. Here we go. I think this went a little smoother with an imprinted tame, personally. I mean, I do have a bit more points into this guy, which helps. It just seems to go a lot better when you have a bit of an imprinted. Even though this guy was taking radiation damage, we still hardly lost any health. What did you think? Did you like my Reaper and Alpha Killer? Do you have any dinos that you think would do better than this one? If so, honestly, I'd love to hear it. I'm always looking for new ways to take out these guys or new ways to do fun things, so just let me know. Alright, I will see you back at base. Alright guys, so what did you think? Did you enjoy my way of taking care of Reapers and Alphas? If so, let me know in the comments below. My name is Dee. I hope you have a delightful day. Catch y'all in the next episode. Whee!